Hey, what's going on, guys? Michael from Spruce and Sharp here. Hope you're all doing well, and welcome to another episode of Why It's a Classic. So if you haven't seen the previous episode where I looked at Baxter of California Clay Pomade, what we're doing in the Why It's a Classic video series is taking a look at products that have been on the market for a number of years now, and we're seeing why they continue to remain popular despite the fact that there seems to be a never-ending barrage of new products constantly flooding the men's grooming market. So for episode 2, I thought it'd be a great idea to go with the O'Douds Multi-Purpose Pomade. When this product first came out, it was a total game changer. It really just revolutionized the whole entire homebrew pomade industry and was just really a true innovator. But I think though, before we can really discuss why this product was so significant when it first came out, it's important to give you guys a little bit of background, especially those of you that might be new to the whole pomade community and things like that. So, a number of years ago, not that long ago, probably within, the last 5 years or so, when you were talking pomades, there were really only two types of products. There were oil-based pomades and water-based pomades. The oil-based pomades, of course, are, petroleum, beeswax, any other sort of non-water-based ingredient for the most part. Popular ones like Lockhart's, Big Slick, Pomp's Not Dead, and then the ones that have been around for almost 100 years now, like Murray's. There's a ton of oil-based pomades. They are pretty easy to make, and there are a lot of brands that have built a pretty steady business off of oil-based pomades, like a few that I mentioned earlier. And then there were water-based pomades, which at the time only meant those gel-type products, like Suavecito, Layrite, Imperial Barber products, where they have the consistency and the texture of hair gel. They apply very easily, similarly to hair gel, and they harden up in the hair, similarly to hair gel. Now, oil-based pomades have the advantage of being able to be restyled throughout the day because they get their hold from the wax in the formula, so the products are very flexible. You can restyle your hair on the go throughout the day, but the problem is with oil-based pomades, for some they're a little too slick and a little too greasy, and for most people they are very difficult to wash out of your hair. Now, those old-style water-based pomades, which we would now probably just call gel-type pomades or gel pomades, they have the convenience of washing out with just water at the end of the day, but they have the inconvenience of hardening up like gel. So if your hair falls out of place and you want to restyle your hair throughout the day, you're going to have to stop what you're doing, go find a source of water to wet your comb, so then you can use a wet comb to reactivate the product and restyle your hair, which is also really inconvenient. So it's kind of like, what if there's a way to combine the best of both worlds? What if you could have a product that washed out easily, but didn't harden like gel and had a performance similar to an oil-based pomade with none of the greasiness and none of the massive buildup that a lot of older products would leave behind when you washed your hair. So before O'Douds came out on the market, there were a few other attempts to sort of make a product like this, one that had the best of both worlds between the two types of pomades. Some being like Anger's Teddy Boy Original, which of course is a great product in its own right, but that one feels a little bit more like a styling cream or a hair cream, and it didn't really have that same slickness and waxy feeling that oil-based pomades have. Now, when O'Douds came out with this product in its original formula under the name O'Douds Water-Based Pomade, it was probably the first product to really feel somewhat like an authentic oil-based pomade, but with the conveniences of a water-based pomade. So this one is so innovative because it truly just showed the world that it was possible to make a high-quality water-based pomade in a homebrew setting and make one that's really good and is better than a lot of the ones that were lab-made at the time. Because before you heard the words water-based pomade, if a home brewer was saying, I'm going to make a water-based pomade, they thought that it couldn't be done because you had to have a lab with all these crazy artificial ingredients to make a gel-type product. But then Clayton at O'Douds was like, nah, I can make one with pretty much all natural ingredients that feels like an oil-based but washes out in one shampoo very easily with no buildup. And that's what we got with the O'Douds water-based pomade. But when the first one came out, it had a very different label, and the original formula for this product was notorious for being extremely difficult to break down. It would separate in the hands, shear in the hands, and it would take forever to break down. There were people, posting special techniques online how to properly break it down. But in the current formula, I am pleased to say, not only does it scoop like a lotion, but there is zero separation when breaking it down, which of course is wonderful. And it makes a very easy application process. Now, With this product, they've reformulated it a number of times throughout the years, especially after they moved their headquarters to Brooklyn, New York. They have reformulated this product quite a bit. And every time, though, it still retains the similar feel to the previous formulas, but there's always been something that made the product better with each reformulation as well. So I would say, like, each time that I've used it, I felt that the hold got a little bit more closer to a firm hold, and it's been easier to break down. It's felt a lot cleaner and a lot less overtly waxy in the hair, because some of the older formulas felt a little bit more waxy than this current one did, and still only had about a medium hold. This current formula of the multi-purpose pomade, however, I would say has a pretty nice, like, medium to firm hold, definitely a little bit closer to that firm hold end of the spectrum, and it is super, super lightweight. It is just really nice to use. It feels very nice and soft combing it through the hair. There's a nice bit of slickness without being greasy. Get some good height, get some good shape. It's not egregiously shiny either. It's a low to medium shine in the hair. And then, of course, what's also really cool about this product is you really do have the ability to choose what you want to do with it at the end of the day. You can either rinse your hair with water and no shampoo and get a nice, really clean, waxy buildup if you want to build up like an oil-based pomade, or just run some shampoo through your hair and it'll come out in one wash like a water-based, which is why this product was so, just loved when it first came out, because it's an extremely versatile product that really is one of those one-stop shop that really did kind of give you that oil-based experience with the conveniences of a water-based and none of the negatives of an oil-based. So really you can't go wrong with this product if you want a product that is extremely versatile in a number of different ways. And they called it the multi-purpose pomade because recently they came out with 3 other water-soluble products, their standard pomade, their matte paste, and their styling treatment. And just calling this O'Douds water-based doesn't really work from a sales perspective. And I guess because this one is sort of in between an oil-based and a water-based product, it kind of makes sense to call it the multi-purpose product, especially since this one isn't water-soluble. You can wash it out if you want to. You don't have to automatically rinse it out of your hair every time you get your hair wet. So I guess, yeah, it does kind of fit that way, which, is pretty cool. So yeah, the reason why this product has sort of endured and stood the test of time is because every time it's been reformulated, it's gotten better. And every time it's gotten better, people kind of rediscover it and kind of fall in love with it all over again. I've had a couple different variations of this product, and this one is my favorite version, and it's the latest one that's been released. And I look forward to seeing if they tweak the formula again. I will probably buy the newest jar and see what they did to it to make it a little bit more better. But yeah, I really do enjoy it. I have enjoyed it for a long time, even when it was difficult to break down. And it's just, a solid product that was really just a true innovator for its time. All the unorthodox water-based pomades that we see nowadays, for the most part, would not have really been a thing if it wasn't for O'Douds to kind of start this trend. And that is why O'Douds Multi-Purpose Pomade is a classic. So thank you guys so much for watching the second episode of Why It's a Classic. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and don't forget to subscribe if you like the video. Also, too, in the description, I will have a more detailed write-up about this product where I go into much more detail about how it performs in the hair. Also, too, I'll have a link where you can find this product. And then at the bottom, I will compare this to a few other products as well in the description. And of course, this is not a sponsored video. I have this product in my collection already, and I thought it'd be a great fit for this series, and I hope you think so too. So with that said, guys, you have a good one, and I will see you all soon with another episode of Why It's a Classic.